Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Colleen Tarot. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on May 8th or 9th, 2026. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date so you know I don't repost. If you like my videos, I post here regularly, lately, once a day. I'm going to get back into my regular uploading schedule soon. So let's just get into your reading. But anyways, before I do start, I want to be the first one to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank you guys for being here, for sharing your time and energy with me. I value you and the divine values you. And thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Faith. Wow, this popped up. Have faith. Tarot table is getting relocated, so it's partially deconstructed here and partially constructed somewhere else, so I'm working on that. Please be patient. Anyways, let's see what wants to come out with these chakra cards, because I don't have any other oracle cards here other than my tea leaf. So let's see what wants to come out. Gossip. Well, geez, what are they going to talk about now? What are they going to talk about? Try to say hurtful things with that heart chakra. Gossip. Those are the type of words that hurt. Yeah. There's growth, but it doesn't help. So there's the type of gossip, the type of words that are kind of harmful. You got a sticker there. That are kind of harmful when it comes to someone's growth. Somebody could have been saying, look, Aquarius is never going to reach that goal. Aquarius is never going to amount to anything, but it didn't help. And it can be external to you as well. So right there we got some gossip. All right. Basically, you have somebody sort of gossiping on you and hating on you, who you have literally held a mirror up for this person. You have literally held a mirror up and shown this person what they could have had done or accomplished in their life. And now this person is older and this person doesn't have... This person is missing some experience that they wanted to have in life, and apparently you are the mirror for that experience. It's not funny, but it's like you're doing something with your chance, with your opportunity, and someone else had the same chance, the same opportunity, but they sat there. And so now somebody's all about, you know, thinking, I could have been here by now if I would have stayed doing that. I could have been here by now if I would have listened to my intuition. I could have been here by now if I just would have done something and made a move. But I feel like instead of somebody realizing they could have been somewhere by now, all they did was gossip about other people, and they could have been working on their own accomplishments. So this, I feel like someone's learning a very tough lesson. Is what I feel like. And I feel like you're helping this person learn a very tough lesson, because you're holding that mirror up. You're saying, hey friend, you could have been right here doing what I'm doing. But instead you were, you know, complacency. All right. So somebody is aware, having self-awareness of probably their lack of involvement in their own life. That hurts. You know, I could have grown by now. I could have been here by now. I could have, but instead, no. We got the gossip card. So let's see what wants to come out here. It's because I'm moving everything and relocating, and it's very hard for me to do like an hour-long video, but we're going to see what wants to come out. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone's like, I could have left a family legacy behind. I could have left something behind for somebody. So someone's really thinking strongly about family legacy, what to leave behind. And somebody's thinking, I don't have I don't have something to leave behind because I was doing something else with my time. I don't know who this energy is. It's like an older energy. Strength in the reverse. Strength could have to do with weakness, or there could be a Leo. It doesn't have to be. We have Aquarius in the recent past in the reverse. Yeah. Basically, you have got somebody thinking about what they could have had. What they could have had. Okay. So this person's really triggered by something that you have. And you're making them think, I could have had it. I could have had it. If I would have stayed doing that, I would have been there too. So it's almost as if somebody picked the wrong choice and now somebody's reliving memory lane if they picked the right choice for them anyway. So someone's really looking back and contemplating their past actions. And it's really looking like this person's like, I don't have, what am I leaving down? I mean, someone could be wanting to leave somebody something and they're like, I don't have anything. And then there's also the energy of like, someone could have bragged as well and said they had something and that it was growing interest, or that the money was going to be there, and then nothing. So there's a lot of energy here about a legacy, lack of growth, gossip, and now somebody's just looking all back on this. Yeah, the sun is in the reverse. And it landed on King of Swords reverse. It could be you. Maybe you're looking back and you're like, if I would have stayed doing this, I could have been here by now. I could have. I mean, we all do that sometime in our life. That's just a human nature, right? Nobody's perfect. We all think about that at some aspect of our life. But I really feel like there's something you've done that is along the line of building a legacy. And somebody's sort of comparing themselves to you. Well, I could have done that, and I could have probably been better too. I could have probably done it better than Aquarius. I just got a feeling that I got a feeling in this case you're not the muse, because I just feel like now it's just kind of like, well, I got to suck it up right now because I can't change anything at the moment. So there's an ending, or there's some sort of responsibility. There's something that you're doing. Either you're ending something or you're picking up a new responsibility, and you're triggering someone by doing this, because you're really just marrying to someone what they could also be doing. But they either didn't want to do it or whatever. So near future, we got a 10 of Wands, and we got you in the reverse. Major Arcana is the Sun, which is Leo. Also Aquarius, which is the star here. 8 of Wands. Some of you could also be talking to somebody, about money management or wills and things like that, or some sort of some of you might be taking some sort of direct action when it comes to like a loved one and something about their stability and security. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse in the environment, and I feel like that's what this person is saying. I can't do what Aquarius did. It's too late for me. It's too late for me to do that, but I could have done it. So who are you marrying this to? Because they're older. It's like you've done something that an older person couldn't do, like an elder, and it's just too late. Three of Cups. Seven of Cups in the reverse. So the outcome has to do with clarity and an option and a choice. And literally someone's been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. And someone, maybe it's a Scorpio, but somebody's been going back and forth about if they should change things with you, the way things are with you, especially when it has to do with some sort of, I don't know, something bad that happened between you and them. It was like some sort of negative action. Okay. And it could have been this person. Like this person could be realizing, oh, you know, like if this is your parent or a close family member or an aunt or somebody who always like, you're not going to amount to nothing. You're not going to amount to nothing. Then you end up, you know, surpassing those expectations, and it becomes clear that the real reason someone gossiped on you was because they couldn't do it themselves, or you're just mirroring what they could have done that they didn't do. All right. So this could be anybody, but it's most likely going to be someone who's watching you accomplish something that they never could. And that's really what this is. There is a person watching you accomplish what they couldn't, but they're really looking at it as, well, I could have if I would have, you know, stayed doing this. So I don't know what happened to this person to make them quit. Life happens, but something happened to them and it sort of stunted their growth. And then they went on to sort of gossip, maybe stunt your growth in some way. If this was a mother who was bad to you, they, you know, at some point they could be acknowledging this. And whether here or on the other side, this could also be someone acknowledging their part in your lack of growth. If they're looking at this like they could be saying, I stunted Aquarius because of all the things I said to Aquarius, and I stunted them and it's my fault. It's really someone looking back at their actions. But there's something you seem to do, Aquarius, to trigger this in them. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Yeah. We got patience with the Seven of Pentacles. This is also divine timing. That's why there's a person there who's pregnant. When that child is ready, it will be born, right? Seeds get planted. But somebody realizes either their lack of success or your lack of success had to do with them and the seeds they planted, or the seeds that were planted in them, you know, sort of like handing down tradition, you know. I feel like somebody wishes they would have compromised more. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like somebody was just very my way or the highway. And tell me about that Ten of Pentacles. That's legacy. That's abundance. That's money to live on and plenty of resources. And yeah. See, this is the thing. You've triggered something within somebody here. You've triggered something. It's because you're having a glow up, or because you're in this Empress energy. Maybe it was a mother or somebody like this. Maybe some of you guys ended up being a better nurturer, a better parent than they were, okay? But there's definitely somebody who sees you and them and vice versa. All right? But whoever this person that sees you and them and vice versa is a person who they just were not in the right energy about you, all right? And again, you just mirrored something to them, and I feel like it scared the hell out of them. What made them weak? Strength card. Tell me about the Strength card reverse. Leo energy. The Empress is Venus energy. It's how you've been showing up. All this money and love and abundance coming your way. But it's a literal card of Venus, Taurus, Libra. The dream. Yeah. You see, that's the thing. You had a dream and a vision and you followed it. And that's how you're triggering this person. This person didn't live or follow their dream or their vision. This is like somebody who, they didn't pursue their dreams. And it might be because of the seed was planted. It's just easy for me to say, like, let's say somebody grew up to be a housewife. They never, or a house husband. They never aspired to be what their dreams were. They wanted to be a writer, or they wanted to be an artist. And they put their dreams on the back burner to take care of their family, or they put their dreams on the back burner to do what they were taught to do, right? The seed that was planted. Well, now you are holding this mirror up because you're living a dream, or you're about to be living a dream, and someone else is like, oh my God, that could have been me. I could have gone ahead and done what Aquarius is doing, but I didn't. I could have done the same thing. I could have, but I didn't. So I don't know who this person is. They're showing up in a lot of regret, older than you. Or they're showing up in the cards as older than you. Because I feel like this could be somebody who's older and sick and is like, again, it's like you're achieving something that they never could achieve, and they're very triggered by it. Now, maybe it's not an older person, okay? Maybe it's just this person who's triggered. But they realize that, they, like I said, they see a lot of you in them, and they realize that whatever you're working on and accomplishing, that they could have. Tell me about Aquarius here. King of Swords in the recent past. Comparison. This person used to gossip on you all the time. This person compared you to everybody. But this person couldn't do what you did. They gossiped, they lied, they drove your name into the mud. They said everything about you, every kind of lie. And it's really because you were mirroring to them what they could have done in their life. Wow. Wow. Tell me about the Sun in reverse. Now somebody is sitting here not happy. Someone's really thinking about their actions towards you, and it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty at all. Someone's really thinking about their actions. Tell me about the Sun in reverse. They keep landing on you. Some of these people are related through a masculine, like they could have been through in-laws or on the father's side or something like that. But whoever this person is that always was gossiping, and really they were gossiping on you. They really were. Every chance they got, Aquarius, they were talking about you, and now you're basically showing the mirror to this person. They don't know what the hell to do. You got this person thinking about how their actions towards you have been. They were not in their higher self. And I feel like whoever this is now, they're watching you accomplish things, live a dream. Tell me about the Sun. I want to know about the Sun. Oh, it was the Rebel. It's here. It's masculine energy. So it could be even divine masculine for some of you. Some of you might even be like triggering a divine masculine, like, oh my God, I said so many things about Aquarius. Look at what they're doing now. I said they couldn't do it. I gossiped on them. And look what they're doing now. Whatever it is, you're about to blow their mind, whoever this is. Or you're already blowing their mind. Whoever gossiped on you, you're shutting them up. I can tell you that. You're shutting them up. Tell me about the Star, which is you. You still win. Like, whatever it is, Like you just carry the load here. Tell me about the star reverse. It's almost as if you mirrored to somebody that you can do this on your own. You can do anything you want. And you really mirrored that. And somebody's mind is blown, literally. Somebody's mind is blown by how you've changed and turned your life around. And these are the people who said that you wouldn't. These are people who, they caused you a lot of stress. These are people who are part of your past, okay? And they couldn't see your vision, and their consciousness was in a lower realm, all right? But you had a vision. So if I'm relating to you, you had a vision. You went for it, despite what everybody said, and despite how everybody pretty much said you wasn't going to do it. Especially this one person, because this one person is triggered by something that you do or that you did. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Right. Yeah. This person might feel like they have to come and say something to you as well. I feel like this person really has to say something for all the gossip and things that they said about you. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but Queen of Pentacles, you know, if somebody was gossiping on the Queen of Pentacles, people said that, you know, the Queen of Pentacles had a dirty house, was broke, didn't want to make money. But see, now somebody's seeing something different about you. See, now your world is looking like a rainbow and somebody just has to sit there and watch it. They don't have access to your world anymore. And they weren't good for you. I mean, we got toxic conditioning. It's in the reverse, but this is the thing. This person, this woman, it looks like, strong female, is really just looking at that, how they were conditioned. So you broke some form of conditioning that triggered this person, which looks like a woman. And it has a lot to do, you probably went through like a death rebirth, a dark night of the soul, some spiritual awakening. That's what it looks like. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in reverse. That's clarity. Somebody is looking at their actions towards you and it's very clear to them. They're seeing how negative. They're just seeing how negative they were. Tell me about that Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yep. We got Turtle. We got Slowed Down. And we got the Fool here. This is looking like an older woman, and someone, this, like I say, it doesn't have to be, but somebody is looking like they got time on their hands, like they have time to think. All right, so it's sort of giving me like the vibe of someone who's got enough time on their hands to think, and what they've been thinking about is how they acted. Okay, they were foolish, and again, we have a mature woman in the reverse. So it's just looking like an older woman who is immature, who said a lot of things about you. But now this person is looking at things differently. I feel like this person is going through some sort of their own healing, all right? Or you're the older woman and somebody was talking about you, okay? Because we got masculine energy. It doesn't matter. Somebody spoke negatively about you. Someone rumored about you. And all you did, Aquarius, was hold that mirror right up in their face and prove them wrong on everything. Somebody said you were lazy, you're making bank. Somebody said you weren't consistent, you're showing up. Whatever it is, you're making whoever gossip on you eat their words. Anyway, we're going to close out. I feel like closing out the tea leaf oracle because I don't have any I don't have any other cards to close out with. So we're just going to close out. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Again, my tarot table is going through changes right now, so just hang tight with me for a day or so. Anyway, we got crib. I told you, older woman. Look at that older woman right there. Right there. It's an older woman. This older woman is very, very bitter and negative, and she's seeing the error of her ways. Basically, she's not still bitter. She's not staying in the energy. She's in the energy of recognizing the error of her ways. And again, she's thinking of what she could have been, all right, if she hadn't wasted her time on whatever it was that she gossiped on. But you really triggered her. And it looks like you started something, like the birth or an enterprise of something, and this person would, whatever, bring the gossip. But it's a dealings and relationship with an older woman. An older woman is going to watch you fulfill your wishes that she never could, and you're going to make her eat her words. Waiting for news, package, or letter. For some of you, this person is going to make peace with you for all the things. So this could also be a person nearing the end. Someone might be writing you a letter, an apology letter. This woman might be. I keep hearing the birds outside, like they're really conversing. Yeah, I do feel like this older woman could be going through some sort of, bad period, ill health. It's making somebody really think. Somebody's thinking that they've just wasted too much time being a gossiper, and you were wasting your time working on something. You see, that's the difference. So now this person doesn't have the access to you, and I really feel like you might get a letter from this older woman, or an apology or something. I do, for how she behaved, because she is looking at how she behaved. Okay, and she's looking at how immature she was. It says great personal sorrow. So it's looking like an older woman really is very sorry for how they showed up in your life. And it says taking a vacation physically or mentally. Romance celebration party. All right, some of you might be doing this. This might be acknowledgement that this older woman is like watching things that you post or whatever. And it says you will be playing a different role. You're not playing the same role. You escaped this role. And that's why this person is sort of bitter and watching you, because you just mirrored to them what they could have done with their own life. Anyway, you all, I love you. I will see you in your next video. And namaste, my friends.